Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday to you. I hope you are at work, the gym, anywhere you tend to watch this. I'm going to do my Monday market recap. Today, I'm focused on Palm Desert. As I always do, I will share my screen. I will run through some numbers. And if you ever have questions about what I'm going over, don't hesitate to reach out to me. It's been a busy week in real estate. And I do this. Let me just pause and say I do this because there are a few people in my world that are numbers folks. Numbers are not really my thing, but I dive deep enough into this to understand them. And for those that are looking to buy or sell a home, it's important to know what the market is doing. I'm going to start with single family dwellings, as I like to do on the regular. And I'm going to go through some of these quickly, and then I actually want to show you a chart that I normally show you, but I'm going to go a little deeper in it. So anywhere where we're doing a number in relationship to a previous date, it goes back a year. So median sales price is down 10% from July of 22 in Palm Desert. And let me also remind you, median is the number in the middle. It's not the average, it's the number in the middle. So half of the sales were above that, half of the sales were below that. Unit sales, we had 58. So that's up almost 4% from last year. So very stable. We haven't seen a huge decline in purchases. Inventory is up 10, 11%, almost 12% from a year ago. That's good. We don't see a flood coming on. Good for sellers, not necessarily great for buyers, but we don't see a huge influx. People aren't declaring bankruptcy. Given most of our market is retirees, presumably you're buying a home as a retiree with enough money down and enough income that you're covering your expenses for your mortgage interest. Maybe you don't have a mortgage, but your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance and maintenance. So days on market has gone up dramatically. We used to see homes come on and go off like that. That's not the case. That's a good thing for buyers. So while we do have more inventory, buyers have a little bit less pressure to jump on everything right away. Sales to list price, 96.3% compared to last year, where we were seeing numbers often above the asking price across the board. Sales to the original price. So this is where someone has taken at least one price reduction, perhaps 2, 3, 4, 5. Sales above list price. This is crucial to understand. So while we have seen median sales price come down, we continue to see about 25% of the sales, and I'll enhance this so you can see it, are either at or above the sales price. So what's happening? Sellers are recognizing the market has declined a bit, not a ton, but a little bit. They're not getting these stratospheric prices. So they've adjusted their expectations, and buyers are seeing the value and either paying asking price or above. That's not happening everywhere. This is where you're clear on what is of value to you in a property. The right pool, the right number of bedrooms, the right location, big enough garage, kitchen to fit the family, or a galley kitchen for just you alone. But you get the idea. You're clear on what's of value to you, recognizing the property is priced well, reasonably well, and you're willing to pay that full price or even a little bit more to beat out the competition. Why is that even the case? Because we still only have 3 months supply of inventory, not even quite 3 months. And people are recognizing from a price perspective the value compared to what things were selling for very recently. So although the median sales price is down 10%, for single family homes in Palm Desert, it's still, you have buyers that are still seeing the value. And these homes that are going at or above asking price are the ones typically selling within 30 days. People don't wait. They see the house they need to buy and they buy it. Now, we do have a significant number that are taking 60 days, and that would be consistent with our days on market of 73. So people here are selling and the people here are selling, but I always want to focus on there is this 31% of home sellers, single family home sellers, that are taking 90 days, 120 days, 180 days to sell their home. That is brutal, especially if you live in the house. I don't quite understand the focus on trying to get a number as opposed to recognizing what the market is telling you. Now, if you don't live in the house, maybe you don't care, but it's still, it's emotionally taxing. It baffles me. You either want to sell your house or you don't want to sell your house. If you don't want to sell your house because you have a magical number, you're still locked in a COVID price, take your house off the market. Wait for the market to catch up to what you think it should be worth. Looking over at condos, I'll go through this a little bit more quickly. Unit sales were up 47% over a year ago. That's very good for sellers. Inventory is down. Hello, that's the connection. Median sales price is down, but people who are trying to sell their condos are recognizing they have to come in at a lower price. Days on market, 51 days. Generally, as an average, 98% of sellers who don't have a price adjustment, sellers who do not take a price adjustment, on average, 91% of their sales price is what they're getting. Sales to original price, 96.3. That means they've had one or more price reduction. 35% of condos are going at the asking price or above. Why? Because we still have very, very low inventory, and the sellers are doing their part and marketing their property at a lower price. 40% of the sales are selling within 30 days, 64 within 60, 83 within 90. Again, you're looking at 17% of condo sellers, month after month, their condo is sitting there not moving. Doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to bounce over to this chart. So this chart breaks it down a little bit differently. They go to 4 categories, each category representing about 25% of the market, and they look at the median number in that 25 percentile. So if we go down here, they start at the top at a median price in the top 25 percentile, 1,800,000. Days on market, 98, not a surprise. 3 were absorbed, and this is generally the demographic. 895 is your next percentile. 56 days on market, 6 were absorbed. 624, 900, your next marker in that 25 percentile. You had 2 absorbed, longer period, and then you have your 479,000 percentile or median in that lower percentile. 5 were absorbed, 35 days on market. All right, let me break this down a little bit further. This is over the last week, not month. And I get these on a weekly basis, so I include them. It's not purely reflective of the month. Just keep that in mind. Here's what else is fascinating is I decided to look at each of those segments. Now, these are medians. I used them as a ceiling. It doesn't quite translate, but just to give you an idea, in that up to the 479 number, we currently have 67 homes in Palm Desert. This map shows you the distribution. This segment is the next quartile, and we have 82 homes. This is the 479 and above, and that I'll scroll down if I can to get you a sense of that. Goes up to the 624, 900. This gets that next quartile, 57 homes. This shows you the distribution. And then the next quartile takes you up to 1,800,000, shows you the distribution here. There are 49, but I included, because those are medians and it doesn't quite translate, this is what we have over 1,799,000, and there are 20 homes. And you can see the distribution here. Why is that important? If you're in the market for a $600,000 condo or $600,000 house, you can look and you can see how those homes are distributed throughout this city, through the city of Palm Desert. So when you're looking for, if you're focused on location, this kind of a map, and I'm happy to send this to you, is a way to get a sense of where you're going to be. If you need to be near Eisenhower, you need to be at a particular shopping center because you like the Ralphs and not Vons. That's where looking at a map really makes a lot of sense. So that's everything for Palm Desert. I do hope this was helpful. As always, I'm happy to assist you, answer generic questions, point out things like lease land versus fee simple land. Those charts, none of them break this down by fee simple land you own, that's fee simple, versus lease or tribal land that you don't own and you just own the property or the house, the building, the structure on the land. So there you go. I'm always happy to take conversations. You can connect to me in the bio section. You find my email. I'm Jason at jasonallenrealtor.com, and hit the like and subscribe button for me. I really appreciate that. Have a great day.